Welcome. Aldi has just been named one of the fastest growing grocery chains on the market. Many people don't know it yet. And yet, customers already know its low prices and its own brands. What the pros know at Aldi that the beginners don't. You're losing money at Aldi with every single visit. Same store, same prices. Except some leave with €50 in savings per week and others with 200. The difference isn't coupons, it's not the promos. It's specific habits that the regulars have spent years building up. Wednesdays, the freezer strategy, the checkout trick that works every time. These people aren't just bargain hunters. They're people who have simply cut their grocery budget in half. Today, I'm showing you exactly what they know. Stay until the end because number 1 personally made me rethink every shopping trip I've ever made. Number 10, Wednesday. Beginners do their shopping whenever it's convenient. A Tuesday night, a Saturday morning, it doesn't matter. The pros shop on Wednesday, always on Wednesday. And it's not by chance. Aldi's weekly cycle runs from Wednesday to Tuesday. The new promos start on Wednesday morning. The new special items hit the shelves on Wednesday morning. The store is restocked on Wednesday morning. A customer who's shopped at Aldi for 15 years told me, "I used to go on Saturdays like everyone else. The shelves were half empty. The best deals were already gone. Since I've been coming on Wednesday mornings, it's a different experience. Full shelves, first pick of everything. I don't miss a thing anymore." And Wednesday morning in particular is strategic for one simple reason. Most people are at work. The store is quiet. The staff has just finished the overnight restocking. You have all the space to yourself with a full inventory. The limited edition items sell out at a crazy speed. The best ones are often sold out by Thursday or Friday. If you come on Saturday, you're seeing the leftovers. A regular summarized it well. That item everyone's talking about, if you're not there by Wednesday or Thursday at the latest, it's over. Seasonal products are the same. Holiday decor, summer items, back-to-school supplies, it all arrives Wednesday and is gone in a few days. The pros also know that the first Wednesday of the month is the most interesting. That's when product rotations are the biggest and the most significant special batches arrive. And the fresh produce is at its absolute best on that day. Fresh berries, crunchy salads, ripe avocados, the meat section is full. You get first pick before the other customers pick through everything. Knowing when to come is a good start. But what the pros do with the cart will change the way you approach the entire store. Number 9, the cart coin. Beginners see the coin you have to deposit to unlock a cart as a ridiculous hassle. Pros see it as the foundation of everything that allows Aldi to be cheaper than everyone else. You put in a coin, you get your cart, you bring it back, you get your coin back. Simple. But behind this simple thing, there's an implacable logic. No employee spends hours in the parking lot collecting abandoned carts. No damaged cars, no lost shopping carts to replace. A long-time customer put it well, the coin, it's not about the coin. It's a way for Aldi to eliminate a whole category of costs and pass those savings on to you. And that's exactly the Aldi philosophy. Customers do small things themselves in exchange for lower prices. This trade-off, you'll find it everywhere in the store once you know how to see it. The pros always keep a coin in their car. Some have a small plastic tool shaped like a coin attached to their keychain at all times. But the thing beginners never think to do is this. When you shop in pairs, one person returns both carts and collects both coins. Do that regularly over a year, and you'll get back a significant amount with zero effort. Beginners grumble about the coin. Pros see in this small detail the signal that Aldi's model is radically different from anything they know. If the cart coin already seems ingenious to you, wait until you see what the pros know about packaging, because it's going to change what you put in your cart. Number 8. Plain packaging often hides a quality product. Beginners judge products by the look of the packaging. Pros know that at Aldi, simple packaging is a deliberate decision, and that it often hides a quality that rivals the big brands. Aldi's own brands are minimalist. Few visuals, basic colors, no marketing text. It looks cheap because it's cheap to produce, but inside, it's often made by the same manufacturers as the major national brands. A buyer who worked in the food industry explains it directly. "I recognize the factory code on certain Aldi products. It's the same factory as a big brand you all know. Same product, different packaging, half price." Pros have identified dozens of these matches by comparing ingredients, nutritional values, and manufacturing codes. Aldi chips versus big brands, same ingredients, same texture, same taste for much less. Some cookies have outright become cult favorites among regulars. A chocolate mint version that looks strangely like a very well-known original, available all year for a fraction of the price. A pro told me, "I bought big brand cookies for years. One day I tried the Aldi version, identical. Now I buy Aldi and make a direct donation to charity. Everyone wins." Aldi's premium range also holds some nice surprises. It's the high-end line, but it remains cheaper than equivalents in classic supermarkets. The olive oil in this range is often an oil imported from Italy or Spain, at half the price of what you'd find in a gourmet shop. The packaging is plain, but the content is real extra virgin from Mediterranean orchards. Pros have simply stopped looking at the packaging. They read the ingredients, they compare the labels, they taste. Generic packaging becomes transparent when you know what's inside. Understanding packaging is good, but what the pros know about special item cycles is on another level. Number 7. Special items follow cycles. Beginners think Aldi's special items are unpredictable surprises that drop at random every week. The pros know it's quite the opposite. These limited time items, 1 week, sometimes 2, seem to disappear for good. That's what beginners believe. One customer who shopped at Aldi for over 10 years keeps a tracking chart. She notes every special item she's interested in, the month it appeared, and the price. And she says it clearly. Most return every year, some twice a year. Once you've identified the cycles, you anticipate. Pros know that garden and outdoor items peak in the spring. Barbecues, patio furniture, gardening tools, everything follows a predictable schedule. Sports equipment arrives in January for resolutions and in September for the new season. Holiday decorations arrive exactly 6 weeks before each event. The most sought-after items, food processors, power tools, specialty food products, often return in the same window each year. A pro explains it simply. The stand mixer appears every November. Always November. I've bought several as gifts over the years. I've never missed it because I know when to look. Understanding these cycles means turning random surprises into plannable opportunities. That's exactly what separates the pros from the beginners. But where it gets really interesting is Aldi's return policy, because most customers never discover it. Yet it's one of the most generous in the industry. Number 6. Aldi's satisfaction guarantee is truly generous. Beginners assume that returning a product to a supermarket is complicated. Pros know that at Aldi, it's a different story. If you're not satisfied with an Aldi product, you get a full refund and leave with a replacement product. Read that again. Refunded and replaced. You get your money back and you leave with another product to try. A pro says it bluntly, "I've returned things to Aldi that I'd never have dared take back elsewhere. Half-eaten packages, products already opened. It doesn't matter. Refunded every time." This policy covers everything. Fruit that rotted too fast, meat that didn't taste right, frozen food you didn't like, a broken item, absolutely everything. One customer says, "I bought strawberries that went moldy the next day. I brought them back without the packaging. I just explained what happened. Full refund and a new container for free without a single question." What this guarantee changes in practice is that pros no longer hesitate to try anything. This unusual item, this unknown imported product, this new organic line, the risk is zero. Beginners stick to their habits for fear of wasting their money. The pros test constantly because they know Aldi stands behind what it sells. Beginners are unaware that this policy even exists. The pros consider it one of Aldi's real assets. But if you think that's generous, wait until you see what the pros do with pricing errors. Number 5, pricing errors work in your favor. Beginners trust the checkout. Pros know that scanning errors happen and that Aldi's policy makes them very advantageous. Aldi applies a price accuracy guarantee. If an item scans higher than the shelf tag, you get it for free. Not a refund of the difference. For free. A pro testifies, "I've gotten hundreds of euros in free groceries over the years just by watching the screen as items were scanned." Pros monitor every item, every price. They know the usual prices by heart because they've shopped there for years. As soon as an anomaly appears, they report it. Once verified, if the shelf tag is lower, the item is free. A veteran explains about once a month something scans wrong. Often a promo item where the system hasn't been updated yet. I get it for free. They fix the system. Everyone wins. Beginners trust the checkout blindly. Pros know that when it's wrong at Aldi, they're the ones who win. Number 4. The center aisle. That's where the real deals are hiding. Beginners avoid the center aisle because products change all the time and it seems disjointed. The pros head straight for it. Nicknamed the Aisle of Shame by Aldi regulars, it's where special items and one-off deals are found. Kitchen gadgets, clothes, tools, seasonal decor. That's where shopping becomes a real treasure hunt, and pros find deals impossible to find elsewhere. A loyal customer of 20 years explains it frankly. The center aisle is the reason I come to Aldi. I go in for milk and eggs. I leave with sports equipment, a cashmere sweater, and a food processor, having paid half as much as anywhere else. These aisles work differently from the rest of the store. Limited quantity, limited time. When it's gone, it's gone. These items are often discontinued or surplus bought at a discount by Aldi, which passes the savings on to you. A food processor for €300 elsewhere sold for €70 here. Brand name bath towels for €40 available for €8. Pros also know that some of these items have slight imperfections. A small dent, a minimal color variation. That's partly why they're so inexpensive. And frankly, the pros don't care. A €50 vacuum cleaner with a cosmetic scratch is still a €50 vacuum cleaner. Beginners walk past the center aisle or cut across it diagonally. Pros dig through everything, knowing the item hidden at the back could be the year's best buy. Aldi's center aisle isn't a distraction, it's the main attraction. Number 3. Bringing your own bags is a real advantage. Beginners see Aldi's bag policy as just another hassle. Pros see it as another way for Aldi to keep prices low, and they've developed systems that make their shopping smoother than anywhere else. Aldi doesn't provide free bags. Same philosophy as everywhere else. Do a little something yourself, pay less. But the pros have taken things much further. They don't just bring bags, they bring the right bags. Insulated ones for fresh and frozen items. Sturdy crates for the heavy stuff, several small bags for logical organization. And packing your own bags has a concrete benefit that few people realize. You control exactly how everything is packed. In big supermarkets, bread gets crushed, eggs break, and fresh items get mixed with the rest. At Aldi, you pack exactly how you want at the packing counter after the checkout. Cashiers aren't slowed down by packing. They scan at an impressive speed. You pay, move to the counter, and pack at your own pace. One customer puts it simply, "My Aldi groceries are always better packed than anywhere else because I do it myself. Nothing's crushed, nothing leaks, everything stays cold." And for the environment, pros use the same sturdy bags for years. One customer says, "I've used the same 6 bags for 8 years. They're worn out but functional. I've avoided thousands of plastic bags." The bag policy isn't a constraint. It's an opportunity that pros have turned into an advantage. Number 2. Shelf height is information. Beginners take what's at eye level. Pros know that at Aldi, shelf height directly reflects the pricing strategy, and the best deals are rarely at eye level. Eye level is usually the mid-range. Good quality, fair price, good margin for Aldi. The real deals are often at the bottom or the top. A regular explains, "I always start with the bottom shelf. That's where Aldi puts its cheapest options. Same product category, lower prices, just placed where rushed shoppers don't look. In the tomato sauce aisle, for example, the mid-range sauce is at eye level. The budget sauce is at the bottom, the premium sauce is at the top. Pros look at all 3 levels and choose based on the context. Quick weeknight dinner, bottom shelf. Dinner for guests, top shelf. This pattern repeats throughout the store. Cereal, canned goods, snacks. The cheapest options are consistently at the bottom, in simpler packaging or smaller sizes, but often of identical quality. The top shelves are for premium, organic, and imported goods. Pricier than the rest, but still cheaper than the competition for those same ranges. And the pros know these top items are often on sale because Aldi wants to move its premium stock. When that happens, the deals can be truly exceptional. One pro sums it up. "My Aldi trip takes 15 minutes. I know exactly where everything is, right down to the shelf level." Eye level is for those who don't know any better yet. Shelf height is actually information. The pros read it while the beginners ignore it. And everything we've seen so far leads to this final point, the one that changes everything. Not just how you shop at Aldi, but how you think about Aldi. Number one, you are not a customer at Aldi. You are a partner. It's the thing nobody tells you that puts everything into perspective. Beginners think they're customers. Pros know they're partners in the Aldi model. Every store quirk, the card coin, the bags, the limited choice, the no-frills aisles, it all exists because Aldi runs on a model fundamentally different from anything you know. Traditional supermarkets maximize revenue per square meter. Tens of thousands of items, ads everywhere, all kinds of services. And you pay for all of that in the final price. Aldi does the opposite. About 1,400 carefully chosen items, little advertising, no useless services. And the savings generated land directly on the price tag on the shelf. But here's what the pros have really understood. The Aldi model only works if customers accept their role in the story. You return your cart, you bag your own groceries, you bring your own bags, you accept limited choice, you shop quickly and efficiently. An Aldi regular put it simply, Aldi doesn't serve me like a typical supermarket. We work together to keep the prices low. I do the small things. They set honest prices. It's a partnership, and that's what changes everything. Pros don't complain about Aldi's quirks. They appreciate them because they know every quirk lowers the price. No cart collector, lower prices. No free bags, lower prices. Limited choice, lower prices. Simple packaging, lower prices. Fast checkout, lower prices. Everything is connected, nothing is arbitrary. Pros also understand that limited choice at Aldi is a strength, not a weakness. Aldi only stocks what actually sells. 1 or 2 options per category instead of 15. Less choice, simpler decisions, and products that have all earned their place on the shelf. It creates real loyalty. Pros don't go to Aldi just because it's cheaper. They go because they believe in what Aldi is doing. Beginners walk into Aldi and see a sort of weird discount store with strange rules. Pros walk into Aldi and see a brilliant system that works because everyone plays their part. That's the ultimate difference. It's what the pros know and what beginners don't.